Mark, boo, honey, you should have seen this coming. Like, we all saw this coming. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Ileana, and today I'm jumping out of my skin because I wanted to make this video. This was actually supposed to be a different video, but I just finished watching Love is Blind, the finale, and I feel so many feelings and I have so many thoughts that I just had to make this video right this second. This will have spoilers, obviously. So please do not comment that I'm spoiling it. There will be spoilers. I'm talking about the finale. So just a heads up. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, then come back and watch this video and see are we on the same page. So I'm gonna go through couple by couple and just talk about this freaking finale and how I felt about it and how cringy some of it was. The freaking episode just starts us in the middle of Giannina is her name? Gaea. I'm gonna call her Gaea. And Damian's wedding, you know, he comes up, she comes out. They have a beautiful switch of words. Out of the two, I figured Gaea might be on the fence, but Damian was like totally in. She looks gorgeous, like beautiful. She has this beautiful V-cut kind of sweetheart dress, and it kind of flows out at the bottom, and it was just so beautiful. Her hair was simple, down with waves. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Damian looked like Damian, you know, he looked fine. The thing that always bothered me about Damian is like he has the most dead face. Like, it doesn't matter what emotion he's feeling, whether he's feeling lusty or love or hate or anger or sadness, like it's all the same face, and it's like, oh, so weird. She's so exuberant and expressive, and then he's just nothing, like dead eyes. Definitely sure that Damian would say yes and Gaea would be on the fence. We get to the wedding and Gaea says yes. She, you know, says she's ready and she loves him and she wants to do all these things. And, you know, he talks about how much he loves her. And then he says, I don't. And admittedly, I was freaking shocked. Like, I thought that he was all for her. She was very hot and cold and on and off, and 100%, she totally was. Honestly, she reminded me of a very spoiled brat. Like, she would throw like tantrums, and the way she spoke also bothered me. She talks like she's an actress, but a bad one. Like, she was just being fed lines, and I don't know, it was very weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was very strange the way she was. The way she spoke. Bless me, thank you. She like runs out, you know, falls down some hills, runs a couple blocks. I don't know where she was going. Of course, Damian's standing up there, dead-faced, just like, sorry, you know, couldn't go through with it. I understood where he was coming from, so. Next we have Amber and Barnett. And this relationship was always strange to me, just because Amber always felt way more into it than Barnett. And Barnett, he was cool. I don't mind him, but with how much he relies on his family, it makes me really uncomfortable. Like, the way he talks about how he never wants to disappoint them and he does everything for them. It was almost like, dude, you have your own life. Like, you're your own person. You can make your own decisions. And if your family doesn't like it, then, you know, that's something that you guys have to work through. But he was very like, not even mama's boy, but like family boy. And it's kind of strange to me. Amber was head over heels, all for it, day one. She's a little much for me personally. she's a bit intense. And Barnett just seemed very like laid back. Again, night and day, which opposites attract. But yeah, I didn't know if Barnett would go through with it, honestly. Amber, I thought 100% she's down. She's gonna say yes. Barnett, I don't know. And he got some cold feet in there too. Can anyone else feeling extremely uncomfortable with how close Amber was standing to Barnett? Like, they were swapping carbon dioxide. That's how close they were. It was unusual. And she was just like staring into his soul, like with lasers, and smiling weirdly. It was very uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable. Barnett apparently loved it because he said, I do, surprisingly. And yeah, they got married. So good for them. Good on them. The next couple is Mark and Jessica. Oh, Jessica. Throughout the whole, like since episode, I want to say 2, I cannot stand Jessica. She is irritating and infuriating. It's always about her, and it's always about Mark's age and what other people are gonna think, and he's so young. I just like, shut up. Like, I don't understand. Then you shouldn't have said I do. You shouldn't have said yes when he asked to marry you. And I feel like she just said yes to Mark because she was butthurt over Barnett, and that was like her consolation prize so that she didn't look stupid. But you still look stupid, honey. I'm sorry. Like she was making up so many excuses for them not to be together. It was like, then just don't be with him. Like, she was pissing me off. Like, she's so annoying. Mark was such a sweetheart. Like, he was all in. He was ready to give his heart to her. And yeah, we get to the front and Mark says I do, obviously, because he's in love with her for whatever reason. And she says, I cannot, after saying I love you like 17 times to him. So no surprise there, honestly. I felt bad for Mark, but also like, Mark, boo, honey, you should have seen this coming. Like, we all saw this coming. I hope you did too. Kelly and Kenny. They were just kind of like they were just like the most boring group to me. Just nothing really happened. They didn't really talk a lot. Kelly refused to sleep with Kenny. Red flag right there. Like, you're not gonna marry someone who you've never slept with, who you had the opportunity to sleep with, unless that is like your part of your religion or like your thing, right? You wait till marriage. She's not waiting till marriage. She's not a virgin. Like, why not sleep with Kenny? Because you did not intend on marrying this man. That's all I'm gonna say. They were super boring. I mean, they were a cute couple and I thought they would work, but every time he would be like, oh, like, let's make this intimate, and her weird excuses, like, we're so good like this, like, I don't want to mess it up. What does that even mean? Like, there's no messing that up. Like, if you sleep together and that connection isn't there, then at least you know that's another layer to, you know, hey, we need to figure this out. And if your connection's so strong that when you sleep together, you should be able to figure that out together. The fact that she just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, that really told me that she wasn't there for Kenny. Like, she didn't love him. Or maybe she did love him, but she wasn't trying to marry him. So I wasn't surprised when she said no. But she did, like, I don't know. It was kind of rude the way hers was. You know, I don't know. She was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then, like, just walked down the aisle and left. It was so strange. But damn it, Kenneth, you are a goddamn gentleman and a scholar. Like, he took it so well. Like, he apologized to everyone and just, like, made excuses for her. Like, hey, you know, we're gonna do what's for the best of us. Maybe things will change, blah, blah, blah. You never know. She made this, like, he talked it down so well that her mom was like, I really like this guy. Like, your mom, like, he was such a gentleman. And at the end, when like the producers kept egging him on, he was just like, I'm done. I'm not answering that. Like, I'm turning the cameras off. And I honestly really respected him for that. Like, he wasn't gonna bash her. He wasn't gonna say anything negative about the situation or her. And I respect him for that. I really do. So, good job, Kenny. You're still boring, but good job. Last but not least, my favorite couple, and that is Lauren and Cameron. They are so cute. Lauren's gorgeous. Cameron's tall and muscular, and he's cute. And they got a little swirl happening, and oh my goodness, them babies. Oh, them babies, if they have babies, are gonna be gorgeous. Oh my God. I'm already like fantasizing about it. They're my favorite couple. They were the most like, I feel down to earth and not fake. But Lauren for me, I had her on the no list. I saw her saying no. And because I don't know, every time they were interacting, she felt fake to me. Like, her smile felt forced. Her words sounded super genuine, but then like her body language was kind of throwing me off. Maybe that's just the way she is as a person. She's just kind of awkward. I don't know, but I thought, okay, she's definitely not feeling him the way he's feeling her. He, of course, loves her and was all in and said, like, I'm absolutely saying yes. And she said, I'm not sure what I'm gonna say until I get to the altar. So we get up there and he says yes, of course. And she also says yes. And when I tell you I squealed like a freaking, I just squealed. I was so happy, so excited. And their reception was so gorgeous. And they looked, they had a great time. And both their parents looked so happy. Her dad was crying. I almost started crying because he was crying. And so many feels. Really happy for them as like a couple. I wish nothing but good things for them. And I'm really excited to see where they go. Definitely did stalk all these people on Instagram because I kind of want to see where it takes off from here. The only people I decided to follow was Lauren, Cameron, and Barnett. Just because like his Instagram in general was really cool. Like, he travels a lot and stuff, so I wouldn't mind seeing that. I didn't follow anybody else because I don't really care. Sorry. I cannot wait for season 2. When the other people in the experiment couple up. I think this is crazy. I personally don't know if I'd be able to marry someone in 6 weeks. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Like, you ever met a person and you just fall in love with them instantly? Like, literally love at first sight, or speak, you know, when you first talk to them. What? When you first talk to someone, like love at first interaction, I feel like that's totally possible. So why not without seeing them, and then with seeing them, and then meeting their parents? But also, it's really hard to find out everything about a person in 6 weeks. There's just gonna be things that pop up, especially living together and hanging out with each other's friends and being around each other. And I think what happens here is, when they're in the pods, it's a very visceral, just kind of like emotional connection that they make, because they talk about really heavy things. And I think it's easy to connect when you have similar, maybe not so good experiences. You kind of find that connection that way. But at the end of the day, it's the everyday interactions that's gonna stand the test of time. So can you just hang out with this person, you know, every single day for the rest of your lives? That's the real question, and I don't know if that's possible to find out in 6 weeks, but I don't know, maybe it is. Who knows? That's why it's an experience. Would you do this? Would you go on this show? Would you look for love? Would you marry someone in 6 weeks? Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know. All right, guys, let me know if you agree with what I said or not, if you felt differently about your yeses and nos. How did you feel about what happened in the finale? And if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really good. It's, you know, it's my trash TV that's really entertaining. Ugh. Per usual, please do not forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.